the bunch. He can shoot you with his gun. He's the leader of the bunch. He can shoot you with his gun. He's the leader of the bunch. He can shoot you with his gun. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to DK64 Randomizer.com Season 3. We got another weekly for you. It's Friday. It's that time of the week on a Friday. We got a weekly race for you. Come on, all right up. We got some contenders. Once again today, we got MumboToken versus VioletPumpkin. Both excellent runners in their own right. We'll see how they do in Race Room. I am Warrock. I will be on the mic for today, and I'm joined by Bird and Ash. How you doing?
Not bad. I just realized that these two are the two people who bookended my my season 3 run. Violet was the last person I won against in the lower bracket, and I immediately went on to Mumbo and lost to Mumbo. So these are runners I'm very familiar with, both very good runners. So this should be a very, very tight race.
Well, see, you never really know with DK64 Randomizer.com. That's the nature of the beast. Take a look at our start here and see how bad see what the damage is here. And the answer is, not great, gotta say.
Yeah, I mean, Saxophone's a nice move, but Strong Kong's basically never needed, and Twirl makes the few Strong Kong checks that would like Strong Kong less required, because you can just twirl over them instead. So we're basically starting with a move and a half here, maybe moving 3/4, if that. But I've seen on every DK64 speedrun I've ever streamed or been on Restream for, good starts mean you get nothing for literally forever, and bad starts mean you get incredible pulls right away, and then you feel great, and you go super fast. So clearly, we're in the mood for a real fast scene.
Clearly, who knows? It's impossible to say. We can't even use any of these moves at the start, so we're going to just get a stock standard opening, as one does. Alright, top of the hour, let's see how we're doing. We are ready. Is the race room ready? We got another good 18 entrants in a humble Season 3 lobby.
Not bad for post-tournament. Feels pretty good.
The hype is real. 4.0 is on the way. Soon enough. And then from there, greatness. We shall see.
I'll be honest. It's a shock to be starting with Shockwave and Fairy Camera again.
We're so back.
We're
back
so
to
back.
the old Season 3. Tried and true.
All my shopkeepers. I start with all my shopkeepers and Shockwave.
Wowee.
And yeah, I got a new audio setup. It's pretty great.
We got a baby seed if we're starting with all these critical items. Yeah, the drill, par for the course. Take a look at some levels, take a look at some checks. What do we got? We got a castle level 2, right?
Castle 2.
Talk. How expensive were we looking? Oh, that was a GB there. Just 60 to get into castle. It's not terrible. Not great, not terrible. Oh, is that a vial up top? I don't think Mumbo looked at that, but Violet did. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
That might be good. We'll see. In our little hint action.
GMI 1, Mills 6,
Wow.
Treasure Room 1 potion, and the crate near Thornvine Bar. And Diddy's in the top of castle on Dirt Patch.
Oh.
Gross. We gotta climb all the way up to get the ditters.
We are climbing. That's for
Factory
sure.
Funky Lanky. I missed the top one. But Factory Funky Lanky's new too.
Let's see what we can take a look at. Oh. Missed some too. Forest Mills to Key 6.
Yep.
Nothing really exciting there. Maybe just Key 6 is just chilling there, no big deal. The crate near the Thornvine Barn is way the horde. Okay. Not in the barn, near the barn, since the one on the outside. What else we got? Production is dead. You'll love to see it. Production haters, up good. And then Factory Funky Lanky and the Kasplat in the lower cave is way the horde.
Okay.
Interesting. Got some pretty good direction already, especially because we know the castle's available, which is all sorts of nice.
Yeah, how many GBs was it to get into castle again?
6. So soon,
Okay.
sooner
So
than we may think.
we are going into caves, sadly then.
Ooh, and this is not an inspiring Mega Hands. We got Twirl on the path to Key 5.
Okay.
Weird.
And a second thing on the path to Key 6 in factory shops. So something in factory shops sold for something in mills, maybe?
Could be. kind of, and there's a lot of checks and mills, so it's hard to say which one it could be. And then we got our first K. Rool hand. We got Japes shops to lanky K. Rool. Interesting. Perhaps Japes is our level 3 and just sells barrels. That's the best case scenario. More likely it'll sell trombone because it hates us, but that's alright.
And then Tiny is found by Diddy in Factory. So you're going to want to climb and get Diddy, and then we can possibly find Tiny in Factory.
Indeed.
So, interesting. When you think about checks and mills, right? Obviously, like, some of them require vines, and that wouldn't be that for, because that would be on path to 8.
Well, most of them require multiple.
Kong.
Very few of them only require a single move, which is interesting. And depending on where Forest is, we may need a slam as well.
True.
But most of them need a combination of moves. So it's possible that the mills are not actually our endpoint. Or maybe the mills are the endpoint, and we have to work our way there with something else. Like, it could be that Strong Kong we start with is relevant to get into the Thornvine Barn, and then... Well, actually, now that I think about it, the Thornvine Crate is one that only needs one move, as long as you can make it night. So, maybe it's just that simple.
We're hoping that the double hint protection wouldn't say the Way of the Horde near Thornvine Barn Crate that only requires a gun, and the Key 6 hint would be the same. Because it's actually, I don't think they could be, because any gun, it would have to be, that gun would lock every other gun, right?
Right, which is, like, it just never happens. Not to say it can't happen, it just never happens.
It has happened once on Restream before that I was commentating. It was a bad scene.
That's for sure. We were joined by one. Never don't care. Thank you very much for the raid, Chief. Running the stream. Known speedster of GEQ fame. Give him a hand.
Popped in on the on that Donkey Kong. Gosh, I forget the name of the game, but for the bonus level at the end.
Because oh, Violet, hang on. Did she win that slam? That's a close one.
She got it.
Maybe it's a random sound for victory. Okay, cool. It's so funny when sometimes you get your random sounds shuffled and the victory sound is put on the defeat condition, so it sounds like you won, but you actually lost. It's truly demoralizing. It's mental damage when that happens.
You know what causes me mental damage? Walking into a shop and hoping you have enough coins and being told by Cranky. That is too poor. Broke.
Broke, boy. On top of that, it was a basic move, so that's a training move. So we're looking at barrels, vines, diving, oranges right there. That's very good. We want that real bad. Any of those are great. Oh, look at that clear vial. Oh boy. We're gonna be getting that soon enough. But we'll probably get it soon enough, I guess. I don't know.
Is that a clear vial in the Hunky Chunky one?
It is a clear vial in the Hunky Chunky Blue for sure.
That requires barrels, punch, hunky.
Maybe that's our
We're gonna
vines.
find all those moves?
It's gotta be vines or diving then, right? Or I guess it could be oranges.
Yeah.
Or bait. It could always be bait. You can never sleep on the bait.
Or it could be a slam.
Yeah, wait a minute. They both did the tomato slam for just a GB. That's like a bit of a time investment. A lot of people might skip that just because it's not a super fast check. Maybe they just are willing to commit to it just for early GBs.
I mean,
interesting.
Everyone wants to get into level 2, right? Like, there's so much in Castle. Another Kong, a Way of the Horde to Splat. Just trying to get up to that 6 GB threshold is, like, super important. And if you end up in a world where it's, like, the Kasplats give you a bunch of rainbow coins, like right here, you might be, like, having to dump a blueprint or something later on. So a free, like, guaranteed, it's definitely a GB is not a bad call if you definitely want to get into Castle super fast.
That's a great point. They're actually just, like, out of stuff to do. And our training move was diving, which is, you'll love to see that. So gimme.
Yes.
Scoop that about Cranky. Caves is not well known, or Caves is well known for not having coins. I was gonna say it's not well known for having coins, but it's actually well known for not having coins. So
they sound the same.
Yeah,
mean different things though.
Now, it's worth noting. I don't think either of them ran to the training grounds.
No, but there's only one check they can do there anyway. But now once you have more coins,
yeah, but there was a shop
out there. Yeah, because once you have coins, yeah.
You got some coins to work with, and you could have gotten your GB from the shop. Like you didn't have to do the tomato slam. I am kind of surprised they went all that way. I guess they were like really afraid of not getting to 6. They're both at exactly 6, so.
Well, do remember that at the time they did it, neither of them had the rainbow coin that they got off the Kasplat on top of the igloo. And like, Chunky has 6 coins. No, he has 9 coins, but they're all across the level there. Lanky has 6 you can get to easily, the 3 there, and then 3
Sure.
behind the pillar.
This is all,
So it's not great.
it's all well and good, but like if you just got a GB on that Kasplat instead, you didn't need to do the ice castle, basically.
True.
So, kind of got away with one a little bit. Not a pretty level 2 requirement, but we'll take it. On we go. A castle climb for Mumbo first. He wants Diddy. Never mind, he just jumped off. He has made me eat my words on the spot.
I think he was trying to... Yeah. Ooh.
That's an interesting route. Grab the warps and warp back up. I don't know how... Oh, I kind of like that. That's actually pretty good to get warps 1 and 2 with, like, minimal effort. It routes in pretty nicely. It's a very... Because usually 1 and 2 are, like, kind of out of your way.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
I agree with that. I think I usually find myself, if I, like, am climbing castle, I want to, like, use castle verticality and, like, fall down. But it means one of the warp 2 paths is going to go untouched. So...
This guy's kind of a genius.
Feels, yeah, I'm in for that.
Alright. Cool. +1. Yoink.
Yeah, yes, exactly. I'm yoinking that for my next run, 100%.
Give me. Smarter minds have just devised the route for everyone forever.
There's a yoink emoji? Who's yoink emoji?
Oh, of course there is.
It's even a crocodile for the Kremling theme.
Yeah, we're down bad for coins when we're pulling coins out of the greenhouse. Mumbo is very scared of his money situation. Inflation has struck DK Isles, and he's got to go find some more. I don't know for what, but he really wants them. He wanted it enough to run all the way through the greenhouse for just a banana medal. He's angling for Lanky's medal then, because there's no other reason to run through the greenhouse.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's a pretty open early medal. You just want to, in these early levels, you really want to do those checks. You don't have a key 2 hint yet, even among like you're like 1 GB away from 8. If you don't see a key 2 hint there, then you're like pretty desperate. So
right.
I think just doing these like early Sphere 0 checks, hoping that you might find some progression is a.
You got a lot of underground to work with though. You got Candy to work with. You got Funky to work with. You got the Kasplat that's way the horde down there. That probably has key 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, he probably does.
I don't know. It's a little sus. Especially because, well, we now know the jetpack is dead. I don't know if Mumbo knew that, but we now know.
Yeah.
That medal is a worthless pile of gold.
I like this play from Violet, though, as well. I mean, you come and steal a fairy.
Oh, yeah. We're stealing that for sure every time. We got a guitar.
Guitar!
What are we doing with that?
Also, we're not in actual gay baby jail right now, but it's close enough. Like, God, the cop blocking our way, no weapons to get past. My favorite time.
Saw a Diddy donkey Helm. So we do need that rocket barrel, or we do need that guitar. That guitar is now known to be on the path to key 8. Oh boy, there's the foretold Diddy Kong at the top of castle.
Yeah, Diddy's under high security.
We are out of logic monkey port for guitar. That's what we got to keep an eye on. And I guess monkey port's going to be on the path to key 8 anyway, so really we learned nothing. Awesome.
Yeah, and it's really worrying. If guitar gives nothing but Helm, you're going to get a hint on monkey port that might just say 8 and nothing else. And that's scary because you may not know to look for guitar until you get the hint, which could be a real setback.
So Mumbo's gonna have to recover the guitar in the museum at some point. Perhaps he gets hinted, perhaps not. Hunky Chunky, alright, we're getting a little closer to that vial.
Yeah, so that white vial's probably important. I was trying to say earlier, I just didn't have the right words for it. Like, we're gonna be given all those moves for that if it's needed, and if it's not, because if it's a training move, then because SLO will help us, right? So if we find Punch, Hunky, and Barrels relatively simply, that's probably just Vine now at this point, because we know where diving is.
It's funny how you can like get items as soon as the items start piling in, then you can kind of smell out what checks are relevant, especially in early levels.
Helm lobbies are on the path to 2, 6, 8, and Lanky.
No, shout out Kevin. We got Away the Horde Kevin.
We have Away the Horde Kevin.
That's Kevin.
But, sorry, I'm stunlocked by... So we have Caves and Helm on a path to everything. But more importantly for that, What checks can we even do in CH?
Well, you remember we saw that vial at the top of Cave's lobby. It's possibly that's related. Blech.
Right.
Or we find Punch.
Lanky-
Punch would do it.
We don't know where Lanky is. Yeah, so Punch is probably the most likely outcome, right?
Well, we have Lanky and Chunky. All we need is Barrels and Balloon to make it there. The problem is that's already a lot of moves to get to that vial up top.
Well, we already know that first 3 levels are probably going to give us barrels for that hunky chunky igloo, right? So that
Possibly.
one's not the issue. It is Balloon that I'm most concerned about.
So Key 2 needs to turn up soon, though. We're running out of options for Key 2. We have a Way of the Horcus Splat here, so I'm thinking pretty likely that we're going to get that.
Well, it's on the path of... No, it's on the path to Key 2.
Oh, so then this is going to be... Okay, alright, now we're cooking. There's Punch. Okay.
Yeah. And whatever we get... It's... Oh, you know what it is? Alright, I'm calling it now.
Okay.
Key 2 is on the Vines Banana Horde Dirt Patch in Isles. Punch gives you barrels, and that whole path is on the path of barrels because it's on the path of Lanky, right? So it's barrels in the Caves Lobby Splat, and then you can use barrels, Punch, and Hunky to go get vines in that igloo, and then you go back and get Key 2 from the Banana Horde Dirt. That's my cook.
Huh. This is a tricky one. Yeah, but that Key 2 path hint is alarming. That means we have to get something out of these lobbies before we even find Key 2. I'm thinking that Punch is pretty likely to turn up a key, like, probably, like, right now. Like, I'm thinking that... I think...
can't be Key 2. Because the thing inside Cave's Helm Lobby is on the path to Key 2.
Oh, you're right.
So this is all I think this is vines. Or sorry, this is barrels, I think.
What?
Coconut shooter!
What the?
Donkeys are available!
Huh?
Where's the donk?
Well, maybe Coconut is our hint. Maybe it's not Coconut, but...
Yeah, maybe it's just, we gotta find barrels and Baboon Balloon and go get the thing on top?
It's possible that Punch gets us... Maybe Punch gets us DK somewhere?
Yeah.
What can we do with Punch?
We
we gotta run the numbers on Cave's Chunky Metal now. Punch is pretty critical for that.
We would need barrels for that. I think with barrels we
Yeah.
get it, but we need barrels first.
We need...
And I'm not even talking about the ones you can skip over. Like I'm thinking about like because we have Hunky, we can pick up the big one and we can get all the ones like beneath it and around it, right?
Barrels would solve Cave's Chunky Metal, but it also gets us whatever's in the Hunky Chunky Igloo. So... Oh, jeez, this is getting weird. How do we solve this opener? This opener is wild. I'm trying to think of anything in Castle that might be Punch, but I think those also need something else. We either need, like, barrel throwing or pineapple to get anywhere.
Triangle would do it.
Triangle would give you the shed.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, you know, and barrels could give you the museum.
Right? And pineapple gives you the crypt. So there's stuff that you could do if you find something else. It feels like we're one move off a revelation, which is not ideal.
One Pong off. We could find DK, and then it's like coconut lock somehow.
One item off, right?
Oh, punch and coconut can give DK metal in caves.
Alright, that's great, but with what Donkey Kong? That's the problem.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like Donk's got to be somewhere for this to work.
They're crazy. I think they both skipped the cabin area. And so now Mumbo's going back to the cabin area. We see a key on Candy. Tiny's buying a key. Key's Candy.
They both hit 6 and then left that area. So maybe there's just like something on this splat here.
It's gotta be right. We're running out of options. Cough it up.
Or
Wild's doing the boss.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate this. We're running out of options.
That's how damn bad we are. Ooh,
it's not the spot.
Ooh, but we got the 13 pack.
Oh! Oh my god! It's oh my god! It's Doga 2. It's Doga 2.
Is it? We need barrels though.
Yeah, I know, because Coconut gives you barrels. It's Doga 2 for key 2.
No, DK is bought in Isles. We gotta go get DK.
Okay, he's on the Isles shop.
Yeah, we gotta go. We still haven't been to the training grounds.
No, it's Lanky. It's the Lanky boss. What is this?
This is barrel throwing required, right? We need barrel throwing. That's the critical item.
Yeah. It's just Doga 1. Okay, so just barrels.
Oh my god.
What is happening?
Okay, wait a minute. Here's more action. Creme Isle, Key 2, Key 6, Key 8, Lanky K Roll. That's all the same paths. So we need DK
Oh,
and then
it's the coconut cage. Coconut cage.
and then the coconut cage. And that will give us
There it is.
probably... It's got to be barrels, right?
Yeah.
How could it not be barrels?
Has to be. Has to be. It's on the path of Lanky. We need barrels for key 2, now guaranteed. It's just barrels.
That's an excellent 13 hint, but imagine how much grief you could have saved if you just knew that DK was on Isles Cranky. Like, if you had checked this after leaving level 1, you could have just bought DK and just rolled into Castle with DK and been a much happier camper. They might be a little behind the 8 ball on finding DK here. Not ideal.
Agree.
However, they're both behind on the 8 ball, so they don't know that. They're probably both thinking they're behind.
Mumbo's GB pacing has actually saved him quite a bit here. I think because Violet is so far from 13, 13 is the hint that saves you here. Seeing where DK is, with Coconut Shooter there, it is interesting that, like, Violet knows exactly which boss has key 2, but given that Mumbo now knows there's a boss on key 2, like literally all of it is solved, right? Mumbo knows I gotta go check a boss, like he knows exactly what he's doing.
He doesn't know which boss. He hasn't checked the caves boss, and it could be there too.
Yeah, but I mean...
But now he's
like
grabbing...
a small boss, right?
He's clearing out his creme isle checks. Here comes the coconut check that we think has our answer, but it's not guaranteed. How we doing? Oh, would you look at that? Speak of the devil and it shall appear.
Barrel throwing. Alright.
Throwing. No problem. No problem.
I think it's correct to go into caves first. I know it's the wrong call in this case because it is actually castle.
Well,
but
you can...
by going into caves first, you can get the white potion in the igloo with Chunky while also farming CBs to be able to pick up that that boss check there, and you find out it's the wrong boss. Oops. Sucks, but you know, you're at least doing the things you want to do, right?
Pretty good. That's pretty good. Maybe he's thinking other metals, but I would be just running straight towards that clear vial. That could be vines, and then you're kind of set on training moves.
Are you gonna dump that blueprint? No, you're just going right back to Isles. Okay, so Violet did actually kind of make the, I've checked everything, what do I have left? Let's go back of Isles and get this. Hopefully get probably a GB on like a shot or something to hit 13. Violet's just gonna see the answer.
Yep. Sure. I mean, the answer kind of has to be here at this point. There's really no other option, as far as she's concerned.
Yeah.
And this will make a lot more sense. It's like, oh, Coconut got hinted, I just got DK, and creme isle, well, okay, creme isle's about to get hinted, maybe. Or, you know, you don't pull LeBron James, you make sure you check your Isles, and you're good to go. Chunky's medal? Can we get Chunky's medal here? Yes, we will. Huzzah. Nice little pickup. Definitely not worried about DK's medal, it's a little bit late. Alright, so is this vines or is this bait? I would love to see some bait.
Vines.
And vines.
Yeah, it's
fair
vines.
enough.
We got given like literally everything. It had to be right.
Alright. So it's worth noting that barrels hint to key 2, key 6, key 8, Lanky K rule. Lanky K rule is solved. We just got vines, so key 8 is solved. We know key 2 is on a barrels locked boss, so we're done there. So what is it for key 6? Which has 5 hints for key 6 already, so red alert.
Do you know what it is?
What do you think?
Okay, so it's barrels, right?
Right.
Barrels can get us vines, so it could be the vines thing inside Thornvine Farm. If it were that, then we probably need to find some slams, is what the game is saying, right? For that many hints for key 6.
Apparently there was nothing at the top of Castle Lobby. I made that up. That's hype. Making stuff up goes hard. But I see what you're cooking. You're thinking a later forest, maybe?
Yes, I'm thinking we have a later forest, and it's either 1 or 2 slam locked, and the path to slam is the thing, and then it's just going to be on DK's barrel, which is why we need barrels for vines.
We need barrels.
I'm thinking vines.
I'm thinking barrels for kegs, maybe? I'm actually thinking Llama Temple.
Okay.
We got a Llama Temple into key 6, and that's locked by a fair bit of stuff. We have no idea where Blast is. So Blast needs to turn up on that path beforehand. So maybe we pull Blast out of a shop, we go to the Llama Temple and find something? Maybe we go to the mills to find, like, Grape or Mini there, and then key 6 in the Llama Temple? That seems okay.
It could also just be like blast on the dirt and forest mills, and then like go into lava that way, right?
Yeah, it could be that simple. But we do have a Way of the Horde Thornvine Barn crate. Well, okay, not in the crate, but outside the barn.
So we're actually not all that far apart here. I know that Mumbo's technically going to get into this boss here, but Mumbo, like, because Violet has already fed the Tropfenscoff and knows exactly where to go,
she might get in the boss room first.
Yeah, I mean, no. But it's going to be very close.
We are pretty much neck and neck.
Oh, yeah.
So for all our waffling, we're neck and neck, and Mumbo has 1 more GB for his troubles. Fair enough. Dueling Dogadon 1 for Key 2. This is Season 3. If you don't like this, you don't like Season 3. 23 minutes in. Woohoo!
Yeah, and I mean, the only big difference is, that guitar that Violet has over Mumbo.
And Mumbo has gone and picked up vines, and Violet is yet too. But it's seen, so it's like a known quantity.
Yeah.
Whereas that guitar is a very unknown quantity. Is Mumbo likely to go do the museum right now? He could. He's got barrels, punch. He could go to the museum, and he would get his guitar on the way out. But the alternative is just run into level 3 and go progress your seed.
I think he is going to progress your seed. Honestly, I don't see a good hint that says you should go back to get that guitar right now.
It's a philosophical thing. I suppose, like, a lot of the time in Season 3, you see a lot of stuff in the early levels. But a lot of that is centered around barrels, diving, and vines, and you've got all 3 of those now, so are you really worried about the early levels anymore? Should you be worried about the early levels anymore? It's a tricky question.
Yeah, I can't answer that one for you very clearly. Also, Tudos is right. Tudos does have a guitar, which means, Tudos, next time you're on GDQ, I'm going to need you to show up in a Diddy costume.
Holy moly. He's going crazy.
Give me that guitar gazump.
He's thinking something else in Castle. Where's he going? Ooh, buy some stuff?
Don't hate that.
Love that. Reconcile my notes here. We've been flying through items. Have we missed anything? No, I think we're good. My notes are up to date. You'll love to see it.
That's great, which means I have a great time to give a little shout out here. If you also want to see an incredible guitar performance by Tudos, go give Tudos his GDQ performance a little watch. Crazy Taxi. It was great. It was super cool.
It was really good. That was really good. Turn up your speakers. It's loud.
Oh,
Let it rip. All right, Galleon level 4 or Galleon level 3. So we'll see what we can do with that. Perhaps a little Kevin action. What do you got for us, Kevin? That's Way of the Horde.
It really does feel like it's level 4, right? We're at that point in the seed. It feels like it's been so long, but we've just been trapped in the first 2 levels so long trying to find key 2.
And we've got diving. We could just go check what level 4 is if we wanted to.
We could. I don't hate doing that, but I mean, as soon as you see level 3 and you see, oh, it's Galleon, I have a Way of the Horde in Galleon, you're hard pressed to then go leave and check 4, right?
I got punch checks to do in Galleon. There's some good stuff here.
Oh yeah.
Like the sick bay, both this chest and the ferry. Mind the cop.
The cop is playing Get Down, Mr. President, with the claptrap.
What can we do with punch? Perhaps a little key 6 action. Pretty please. That'll for a GB. Nothing wrong with that. We do have to get to 64 at the end of the day, so gotta keep them.
Part of why I think Vines is on the path to key 6 is just because like all the things that converge to get Vines all say key 6 on them as well. Like if it was just Vines with just 8, you would think maybe one of them wouldn't.
So
do you know what I mean?
My problem with that is the barrels is just a good move on its own. So it's a little bit hard to narrow down barrels to just, oh, it got me Vines. Being a little more cautious. Oh, shout out the Nintendo coin just chilling there. Completely useless, but, there's only one of them.
Maybe one day it won't be.
I would not hold your breath on that one. That's a very dangerous day you're advertising.
Look, I'm already the heel. I hate the bean. I love the rabbit.
Oh,
people are the opposite, I'm already the heel. People can hate on me. It's fine.
Oh, words. All right. So as we move into the mid game, where's our key 4? We have no idea. We have no hints for key 4. We'd love to see it, but we have no idea. Our key 4 hint is in the wind.
The grapefruit
Maybe Kevin?
Me?
Kevin could have it. What if Kevin's got key 4? That would be nice. We need Tiny as well, and Tiny's in Factory, but locked by Diddy. We cannot do a lot of Factory with Diddy. We can do a fair bit out of Logic, but nothing in Logic. Or very few things in Logic. I'm sure that won't come back to haunt us later. That'll be fine.
Yeah. It's totally fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Kevin, what do you got?
What does Kevin?
They are trying so hard to not tell us because they're doing everything else first. Okay, no, they're both going to Kevin at the same time. I spoke it into existence. You're welcome. Uh-oh.
Slam! I told you!
Oh no.
It's level 7 Forest. Calling it now. Calling it now.
Alright, there's Slam 2. What do we do with that? Blue Slam, Way of the Horde. That is intimidating. When that happens, it is statistically more likely that Red Slam is also required when you have a hinted Blue Slam.
It's what, 2 to 1, right? You said it was?
Yeah, it's about that. It's about twice as likely for you to need Red Slam as Blue Slam. So, red alert. Due to the progressive nature of them.
Red alert, because it's Red Slam. Nice. We got jokes here on DK64Speedruns.com.
Do we? Are we running a comedy show now?
I mean, I don't know. We got a solid, tight 1 hour.
These are skilled runners. I mean, Mumbo almost contributed to the comedy show by falling off the lighthouse, but barely recovered it, so lucky. I like to think that these are skilled players. We're playing dead serious. We're dead serious at DK64 Randomizer.com.
We are super serious. We never encourage our runners to stop and pick up the bean in a seed where the bean's already hinted foolish or anything.
This is a hardy
look at these hints. What is this?
There's a lot going on here.
5 and Tiny.
Oh,
Underground. Wait. Oh, so Mini Monkey is in Cabin's area, and it's gonna be like a twirl plus mini check for 5.
Okay, the Castle Underground to 2, 6, 8, Chunky K-Roll, Lanky K-Roll. That pretty much has to be Punch. Or is it Hunky?
Feather too. No, yeah, it could be Hunky.
No, it's Punch. It's
the
Punch.
other one. Yeah, Punch, I agree.
Yeah, they were both found in the Underground. Hunky is the one on the path to 6, 8, Chunky K-Roll. So that lends credence to the Vines theory. Because Hunky was on the path to Vines, and Punch was not. Or no, Punch was on the path to Key 2, but Hunky was not. Which means Hunky on the path to Key 6 makes it more likely to be the case that Vines is now needed for Key 6. So, maybe
I agree with you.
Thornvine Barn for Vines makes a lot of sense.
That 5 and Tiny hint, I was thinking Mini Monkey earlier, but there's a couple of combinations of Feather and Twirl as well as Mini and Twirl. So I'm thinking we're gonna find one of Feather or Mini in the Cabin's area, whichever one it is, like if it's Feather in Cabin's area, we'll go to like the Castle Underground Twirl one, like the Mausoleum Hands, and it's like Mini, we'll go check the Kasplat and Caves, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's gonna be one of those, because we know Twirl on top of 5, but not anything else.
Right, that's a great clue for P5, though. You can, like, as soon as you find the item in the cabins area that you're looking for, you just know where P5 is, basically. You can find it pretty much instantly.
Agreed, exactly.
And Mumbo sees those hints and is like, alright, Vines is sus. Let's go do some Vines checks. Runs back to the training grounds.
I concur with this theory. Vines is super sus. I'm not sure it's for here, but certainly.
Well, hopefully not for that. That'd be a little bit alarming. Off we go to level 4.
I don't know.
It's factories.
I for one would love to see Red Slam on BFI.
So even though Tiny is acquired by Diddy and Factory, that guitar that Violet has is a non-entity right now. There's no solo guitar checks in Factory for Diddy.
Unless we find Charge. If we found Charge, it would change.
Oh, exactly 21 for the both. Okay.
Oh my god.
Mumbo's got the buffer. He's got 1 buffer, but Violet had exactly 21 to get in. Woohoo!
And Violet has a couple more blueprints than Mumbo has, but basically this is like a super tight race. They're on top of each other right now.
Pretty much. That guitar is looking real good, and given how ugly these hints are being, it's going to be a little bit tricky to get that guitar hinted.
I agree with you.
We've got a lot of...
I'm telling you, if guitar is only required for Helm, this is going to be a really, really, really bad monkey port hint that we get, where it's going to be like, monkey port's on the path to 8 and nothing else, unless we have some other monkey port locked item.
With so many known things way of the Horde, that means so many things are hintable, which means they may push out some things that are not hintable. Oh, and of course there's 2 potions here to make it harder to figure out which one is needed for key 6. One is bongos, which we need for Helm. That's good. So it's not that one.
Yeah, because that one's on 8 for sure.
That bongos is 100% on the path to key 8, so these factory shops to key 6 hint is only to key 6. Let me double check my hint and make sure I read that correctly.
It was, yeah.
Grab! Uh-oh! I don't like that.
Grab and mills.
Kegs?
Oh no. Or just the other one, yeah.
Kegs are levers? I kind of like kegs given what barrels is looking like. But
yeah, but then why is vines on the...
Why vines? Why vines? Why hunky? There's a lot of question marks to be had. Where's that factory shop's in? I want to like definitely be sure I'm right. Okay, yeah. Look, there was an incident 2 weeks ago. We're not having another incident today. We're so back. Vines and bongos for them both. My goodness. This little DK pack there. It could just be grabbed for like something in R&D, but then at this point we're just like extending our way of the Horde chain so badly that unhinted things are abound as...
Not in Season 3. Grab doesn't give anything in R&D in Season 3.
Oh, you're right, because the crown isn't real, it's not in the pool.
Man, we're so dev filled.
Yeah, can you tell we play a lot of 4.0 seeds? Yeah. Good stuff.
It's great stuff.
Oh, counting time.
Thoroughly enjoyed it.
Strap in, break out your favorite number.
Chat, I need you to... Okay, chat, it's time to lock in, focus up. We have to be counting properly now, okay? Give me the 1, then the 2, and they're already... Someone on their own said 2, then 1. They are going out of their way to sabotage.
They're just revving the engine. They're revving the engine up. You gotta count down and then count up. It's brilliant.
Count down and count up. All right, I'm in.
It makes sense. I'm picking up what they're putting down. We're good. All right, good enough. We got to 16 in the end. Amazing. Thank you.
Wait, what is XVI? That's what? 19.
I'm not doing math.
26?
Are you doing math? What are you doing?
Yeah, it says M is 1,000 and a C before the M is 100 less than 1,000.
Oh,
So
there it is.
19.
It's kegs.
Kegs crushing. Oh god.
Yep.
Oh, Castle Underground to 5 tells us exactly where it is.
That
by the way.
is the mausoleum.
Why do we need 3 key 5 hints? No, I don't know. We're gonna regret that later when we're like, we're running out of hints and we're getting something casinoed, and you know, it was actually like one of those key 5 hints could have been a real hint, but yeah.
Best I can do is foolish galleon shops. That's useful.
Super useful.
Here's a punch item. What is this for? We know Lanky K Rool, we know Chunky K Rool, we do not know, and we know Tiny K Rool, right? That's the last one.
Yeah.
Silly me, forgot about that. So that means the item we're gonna get in caves is Feather, which is a little unfortunate because you'd rather see Mini.
Okay. And also that solo Lanky K Rool hint from earlier, I forget where it was pointing from, but
Shops.
Okay, that's just trombone.
That's just gotta be trombone. Okay, that's not that is not a Diddy move I expected to see there. Rocket Barrel and Storage. So now the question is, where's Tiny? Tiny's on a Diddy check in Factory. Where? Production?
The production spring?
It's not R&D because that guitar is logically locked behind Tiny.
Right.
We don't have to worry about that. I completely missed that detail too. That's another reason why guitar is completely irrelevant. Oh, is this key 4? This isn't key 6. Yay, key 4.
Yay, key 4. Who needs a key 4 hint?
Huzzah. You know, we could also use a key 7 hint. We haven't seen one of those either, but maybe we're just being choosy beggars at this point. Let's just vibe.
It could be Diddy Metal.
Diddy's metal, maybe, but I don't think Diddy.
We've seen a couple blocks, right? Yeah, we did.
Is Diddy's metal on the logic yet?
Uh,
It is. Okay. Well, it better be that
yeah.
metal then. It better be that or the boss. Yeah, no, that's not great either, but pretty much needs to be Diddy's metal, otherwise it doesn't make any sense.
Is everyone looking forward to the free Kongs hints in 4.0 that'll help you solve these problems?
Oh yeah, that's the good stuff. This is a great point that Key 7 is probably just the one in the cave shop that we forgot about.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Or
nice.
Key 5. Do we have Key 5 already? We do not.
We do not, but
Oh, we know where Key 5 is. Right.
we know where Key 5 is.
Yeah, so yeah, it's just that one.
Here. I would maybe given our answer on the Diddy metal soon enough if... Get climbing. Up she goes, up production. A foolish production, no less. But here we go.
Oh, foolish production.
I think you gotta climb it. Can you get enough Diddy bananas without climbing? I'm not doing the math. Wait, I did the math. Pass me to the math.
Yeah, you can either climb this, or you can go up into like the area where they went with Punch and like, because if you flip up on the tower for 25 and you do the two paths like towards Funky, like where both 5 paths are, you can get enough with just those.
25 in the block tower, 33 going to Funkies, and then the basic production gets you the last 12 to 45. Or you can run to the arcade and get a couple there, I guess, but you have to basically get everything around the bottom of production on top of other stuff. But if you're going to climb production anyway for like density, pretty reasonable.
If you have the fell from production thing on your bingo card,
Check.
mark it off now.
Love that. I'm so lost on my bingo card, I have no idea what we got.
I stopped trying when I'm on restream myself, simply because,
Oh, bean sighting. Wait, it was on Diddy's metal!
No! Why? No!
The metal we were 100% going to get every time has the bean. You love to see it.
Do you know why I made Bean Blitz, chat? Do you know why I made Bean Blitz? So that when we got the bean, the fun ended. You can't play any more Seed when you get the bean. It's over.
Isn't that like the sweet dopamine release, though? Like, that seems like kind of great. I don't know.
Yeah,
I feel like you might have missed the mark on that one,
but... I made a mistake, but you know what? That's why I made it. No more fun.
The real evil bit is traumatizing people as they hunt for the bean and are unable to find it. Because, like, a lot of the time we find the bean, but a lot of the time we don't. And when we don't find the bean, it tends to put itself in a horrendous location. It's got a way with moves.
I have seen bean on Check of Legends already. Let's see, it's been less than a month.
It's inevitable.
It's horrible.
Violet doing an incredible job of dodging DK bananas when she's 1 CB shy of DK's medal. I don't know what she's doing. That's alright. All good. We go to the boss, I think. We're trying really hard to get Tiny off this boss. It better be a Diddy name on the door.
The other option would be...
Not good, because then we need, like... We've seen the spring check. It can't be R&D. It would have to be, like, the bonus barrel? Did we see that?
Yeah. I don't think we saw it.
Okay, there she is. There she is. It is indeed a factory boss. A 2-boss seed.
Alright, incoming. Army 2.
Good call, good call.
Yeah. Look, man, I know how bad these seeds get.
That was not a proud I know. That was like a I know. It'd be like that.
It really do be like that.
Wait.
Like always.
Alright, team, we got a thinker for you. We have a factory funky lanky hinted. Was that bongos or grab? Actually, it doesn't matter because both
Factory
of them
Funky Langy was bonkers.
Those bongos? Okay, it doesn't really matter because both of them are Way of the Horde, so...
Yeah, but, yeah.
Never mind. Alright, we're good. So Kegs has got to be key 6, right? That's just how it is.
Yeah, I would think so.
All we need
Triangle.
is triangle? I think it's just triangle. So then what's in... So the Llama Temple has...
And Slam, because logically you need a slam because you need to turn the actual conveyor belt on, right?
And we got one slam hinted, so where do we need the second?
That's what I'm saying. Well, I think it's good. I think Forest is in level 7, but my thinking now is we may not need either slam because you don't actually need the slam to be able to do the thing.
Jape's level 5. 26 to get in, not too bad. Off we go.
Oh dear. Violet skipped the boss and does not have Tiny.
Oh jeez. She also hasn't gone back for vines, but she probably just knows where they are and what's the rush. I thought she had vines, but...
Vines I understand that for. Although it really does seem like vines is needed for something.
I think...
Tiny...
I'm wondering if because she has guitar, she might be thinking I might need to hold out for R&D. There's a feather-locked item back there, and that's interesting. So because of that, she might be like holding out for charge to see if to wait for R&D when the reality is it can't be there. It has to be on the boss.
Yeah, I think it's certainly possible she was thinking, oh, well, I mean, hey, that white potion isn't accessible. That could be the other slam.
There's a clear vial in the coconut cage there. If that's red slam, then one slam would lock the other, and it would explain why one slam got hinted. If it were only for blue slam. That's something. $36 hints. This would be our first look at the 36 hints. Mumbo's not gotten that. Mumbo's only at 32 GBs. Takes some time to fight the boss that Violet has used to trek forward.
Alright, chat. You are quite literally 1 minute and 10 seconds ahead for Believers. Believers do win.
What is that?
That's a key. What key is that?
What key is that?
Is that key 6?
Is that key 6?
It's vines! Pineapple! Everything leads to pineapple.
It's pineapple on kegs!
There. Yeah, it's pineapple on kegs, and it's just there. That's key 6. What in the world? Oh my god.
Wow. Alright, well... Holy smokes, we just blew the logic open. We can just forget about all that kegs nonsense, because that's... We don't care anymore. Alright, so knowing that, we know where key 7 is. Yeah, keg crushing probably is our pineapple then. That explains the vines perfectly. Okay, excellent.
Oh,
so,
okay. So we need... Violet knows that she needs Rocket Barrel. We know we need Trombone. We know Trombone's bought by...
Is Rocket Barrel, like, super easy? Yeah, Rocket Barrel's in storage.
It was just storage in factory, but Violet didn't go check it.
Which
shop key 7 as expected.
I forgot which thing in storage it was. Help? Any knowers? Was it Dark Room?
It was the bonus barrel that behind Punch.
Oh, that's right. It was in the arcade. Okay. Okay. Wow, we are like almost in like no mode. Like, yeah, trombone is probably just here. We can get the Gorilla Gon hint, no problem.
Yeah, Trombone's behind that shop hint from earlier.
We know where everything else we need for Helm is, besides Monkey Port and Gorilla Gon, and hints exist for both of those. Lanky K. Rool is solved with Trombone, which we think is just in a shop here. We're chilling. Chunky K. Rool is solved with... Okay, one of these is probably Trombone. Chunky K. Rool is solved immediately. Tiny K. Rool is the question mark. We need to know where Mini Monkey is. That is the one thing we really want to know. Because we have a pretty good lead on Feather in the cabins area. I'm not sure which cabin, but in the cabins area, there's a pretty good lead. Possibly like DK's would make sense. Like the rotating cabin would fit pretty well. Well, that's new info. Yeah, so there's cave shops to key 7, so that is key 7 there, no problem. And then just some key 6 hints we don't care about. And Mumbo is about to realize he doesn't care about them either.
The white potion in Donkey's Cage in Lowlands is second slam.
That's red slam. Oh my god. So it's probably Forest level 7. We can't confirm that, but it's probably Forest level 7.
That's so
And Mumbo's like, wow, okay, key 6. We're alright. Who needs logic? Forget about it. There's our blast in the hillside to get us into the Lana Temple for something for key 6 that we don't care about! Let's go! Way of the Horde blast! Who cares? We can just... Throw your logic out the window. Forget about it. What are we...
I'm gonna tell you this right now.
Who needs your
Whichever
hints?
one of our runners realizes which thing they left behind first will win this seed. Mumbo has to figure out going into castle rooms with monkey port and nonsense, whatever, to get guitar, and Violet needs to figure out Rocket Barrel. The difference is because guitar is easier to find as a result of being able to just get the hint with Rocket Barrel if you go into a Helm. It is onus on Violet to not forget that Rocket Barrel. Or for Rocket Barrel to get hinted. That's the other option too.
What's the surroundings key 6 item? That's the surroundings. What is that?
Great question.
Did we just forget something?
Triangle?
Ring is the other thing in the shop.
Could
Triangle, maybe, but... Spring... Back to marking stuff. Did Violet not buy Spring? He is cooking. That's wild. Given that Mini Monkey is basically unhinted, not buying that is kind of insane.
No, Violet didn't have Tiny.
Oh, it's Tiny purchase. Oh, oh. All right, fair enough. I, the fool. Well, fortunately, she bought the important item. The Spring is almost certainly garbage.
Yeah, if it would have been reversed, and then it
Yeah.
would be in a much worse spot. But
That
then
would
also
that would have been, as the saying goes, real bad.
yeah.
Yeah, that factory boss. I don't know if that factory boss is going to get hinted. We've established that this seed needs a lot of things hinted. As far as what's Way of the Horde, it's a lot. I would list all the things, but by the time I finished listing all the things, something else in the seed would happen, and I would be torn away from my verbal ramblings.
I'm confident that that Violet will know to go for back for Tiny. That much I'm confident for. And I know Violet knows where Vines is. Like, that's fine too. I think those two things that Violet is, like, air quotes forgetting. And it's much less forgetting and much more like, I just want to push ahead, get my GBs. Like, Violet is doing the Kill Varus strat, right? Like, the strat that won Season 3. Go fast, go do things easy, get GBs, get your hints, solve it after, right? Just move. You'll find things on the way.
What best I am.
Yeah. But I do think that the Rocket Barrel is in a very weird spot that Violet might not think to go check again if you're not, like, you know, clearing out Factory, which is kind of when you would get it.
I've found that other people hate checking the arcade. I have no idea why, but, like, I'm the only, like, guy that, like, actually runs into the arcade and checks it. I feel like
I will explain why to you.
It feels like that sometimes.
People peek through the window, so they see most of the information there. So after you kill the splat, there's only one thing to climb up the pole for. If you don't have the move for it, you're basically just climbing up for whatever. Oh, there you go. I got hinted.
It just got directly Way of the Horde hinted. So there's your Rocket Barrel.
So Violet's got bailed, 100%.
Perfect. And Caves on Lobbies has only one potion, and that was the
Coconut Shooter.
That was the Coconut Shooter at the start that led us on this wild and crazy chain. What? Sniper?
Sniper scope. Oh, okay,
why are you on the path to Key 6? What are you doing there?
Oh, you know what? Coconut was on the path to Key 6. But no, Cave's Helm always only has one potion. This is funny. What is happening? I don't care. The Key 6 path is atrocious.
It's gotta be like
skippable.
It's gotta be like tree
so
sniping.
bad.
Tree sniping, right?
Yeah, it's tree sniping.
Blast fits pretty well because we already know Blast is needed to get into the Llama Temple, which is on the path to Key 6. So we already know Blast is on the path to Key 6. And Blast is Way of the Horde, no less.
Wow, like, get your Tiny, please.
Tree sniping makes the most sense. I mean, I suppose something ugly could turn up, like... I don't even know. Something really ugly could turn up, like Lanky Tower, or... I don't even want to think about Diddy Dungeon. That sounds insane.
Oh my god.
Actually, wait, that kind of works, because that's a Vines check, too. Well, we already have a Vines need for Key 6. Why am I trying to solve Key 6? We have Key 6 in our pocket. Who cares? Who cares?
because it's interesting. Because it's really interesting, and I want to give you the space to, like, piece it together.
Why do we climb Mount Everest? Because it's there.
Oh, also, surrounding Key 6, that fits it. Castle Tree.
Oh, yep, there you go. So, maybe it's not red. And it would have to be the slam there, because sniper would lock the slam, which means one slam would lock the sniper, which locks the slam, so one slam locks the other. Alright, there we go. That would make everything make sense, if exactly the slam is in the tree.
Violet Pumpkin choosing not to immediately leave factory is a fantastic sign. Cool, awesome, yeah. All right, Violet's going into this. So now the only thing Violet has outstanding is just those vines.
Which, very, very visible vines. As long as you didn't forget they
think-
exist. And on top of that, you have to go back to caves anyway to go get key 7, so a caves trip is already in the cards.
Yeah. My only thing.
Maybe that's what she waited for.
Now is Mini Monkey. It's just Mini Monkey. Where's Mini Monkey?
Pretty much. Maybe that's what she waited for. She was waiting for Tiny to go back to caves, because it's like, well, I could go back for those vines, but like, I know I'm going back with Tiny anyway. Here goes Mumbo. Mumbo's going back right now.
This tracks for me.
Well, okay, you also gotta go back here to get your feather for your key 5, so...
Yeah.
Okay, there's a lot of reasons to go back to caves. Alright, fair enough.
It is a worrying thing that, like, we know that... Actually, we don't know anything about any of these instruments. They could be any of them.
The seed, to be clear, the seed is not solved. We are one hint away from a mini monkey casino. So, hold on.
and worse than that, we're possibly one bad cabin room away from having a much worse access to frigging feather. Shit.
Key 7 for Mumbo. There is a potion on Caves Funky Tiny. So if Mumbo remembers that, I would also like to see that, because that could be our mini monkey.
Could be. I expect it's gonna be boom, boom, boom.
Balloon? What is Balloon doing? You just hate him, I guess? You just hate our weekly runners? You're just gonna hit him with the baboon balloon?
I think Feather might be in the language.
Well, yeah, Feather's here, but mini monkey.
Right, what I mean is, I think because it's key 5, right? So it has to be one of these early levels have to one of the first 5 levels have to have the thing.
I think I think you're overcooking this one. I'm pretty sure. Oh, Violet misses a cycle. That's unfortunate. I think you're overcooking this one. I think a rotating cabin is our winner. Wait.
That's possible. Yeah.
Mumbo might have already been in there. I might be just totally wrong.
No, I haven't seen him go in there. So you're pretty likely, but it is only one check there. And if that check doesn't have it, then we're in a weird spot of we might need oranges for the tiny one.
The reason I think it's just here is because the key 5 path isn't that long. We have a trombone hint. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, we have a trombone hint. It actually can't be in there.
I thought we only had trombone way before.
We have trombone to Lanky K. Rool only. So
you're right. Yeah.
Trombone is dead. And sure enough, rotating cabin.
It'd be so funny if this was Mini Monkey.
It could have been. Oh, it actually couldn't have been Donkey's Cabin. It couldn't have been Shooting Cabin because Coconut is not on the path to Tiny K. Rool. So it actually had to be here. I'm actually a genius. Thank you all for noticing.
Unless oranges were somewhere. It could have been in the orange cabin.
Yeah. I'm not really buying an orange casino. I'm just. That's not some stock I'm investing in. I'm definitely selling that for sure.
Just Featherbow. So.
He's not leaving
no bad
yet.
outcomes here.
He's not leaving yet, which makes me think he's going to Funky right now, which is good because he needs to.
Yeah,
we need to see what that item is for sure.
If this is Mini Monkey, then this is basically at least on our end, and certainly for Violet when Violet comes back.
Well, even for Mumbo, because if push comes to shove, he goes to get the Helm hint for guitar.
Agreed.
However,
so
it's a little bit awkward of going to get 3 extra hints in a seed. You're like just doing like a fetch quest through Helm, which is horrible. Like you'll finish the seed no problem, but like it doesn't feel fast, which is kind of the name of the game, if you will. Oh.
It's Mini Monkey.
And of course it's Mini Monkey, so that's perfect.
Yeah, okay. Well, I unless Violet forgets to do something in this run of things, Violet is gonna.
It's gonna come down to, well, we're kind of sleeping on the Monkey Port Gorilla Gun locations. We've just kind of glazed over that entirely. We're just assuming that there's no problems.
True. We just assume that the hints will just tell us what they are because we have micro hints. So it doesn't have to be nice.
Admittedly, sometimes they do. Sometimes we live in the best possible worlds and we just run over there and it tells us, simply run to some shops in Angry Aztec and life is great. That is not always the case. But Momo's gonna have a guitar problem. He's gonna have a pretty big guitar problem. The 50 hint may or may not bail him out, although he is running back to Castle right now, which is where it is. He's probably only coming here for key 5, though.
Yeah, I think he's only here for key 5. My fear here is whether or not Violet goes back and those vines. I have to think she's gonna get them, you know? Like, I don't think she'll end up in that spot, but
I think when you're like getting to the end game and you're like, wait a minute, where are my vines? Oh yeah, that's right, I saw that. You got them in your notes somewhere, right?
yeah, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I can see her notes there, but it's hard to see.
I can't really zoom in without compromising the stream, so I'm gonna have to ask you to do it.
Yeah, let me give it a little look-see.
I see peak locations in the bottom right on that note sheet. Igloo clear, maybe? The top one, I think. The top one, I think, is an igloo area hint, so I'm pretty sure she knows it's there.
Yeah.
Okay, what is the mausoleum got for us? Give me a key 5. Thank you very much.
Oh, the number she has next to it is a level number. It's 6 funky tiny 6 igloo.
That's the second one, right? What's the top one?
Yeah, it's 6 igloo something. I don't know what that word is, but what I'm saying is it's like the caves igloo thing. So yeah, she has it in her notes.
There's something there, so we're on the right track. Just don't get run over.
For real.
Here comes Mumbo. Mumbo charging through Aztec. For what it's worth, Aztec Shop's probably some of our best bets for Monkey Port Gorilla Gone. You would save a lot of time if you found either one immediately. Okay, he's leaving immediately. Never mind. He has changed his mind. He's not coming this way. Never mind. He's changed his mind again. He's going this way. Maybe not.
He's a man of many thoughts.
Dumping blueprints to get to 55. He's at 48 GBs with 7 blueprints. He might be trying to get the monkey port hint now, which I would like to see. That is a pretty solid hint to have in your pocket.
I agree. I think, when you're at this point, like, you're not missing that much. You want that 50 hint to see if there's anything you're missing there. You want that monkey port hint to start going on that. All right, does the 50 hint fail Mumbo?
Oh, we didn't have our key 4
No.
hint. Oh, that's
Right,
so funny.
didn't.
I should have realized that we didn't have a key 4 hint, so we had to get key 4 hinted. So, yeah, you have no idea where Mini Monkey is, or Gorilla Gone, or Monkey Port, so good luck. Maybe your best lead is... Has Hunky gotten us to key 8? Yeah, it did, because Vines. And I don't care if Hunky got us to key 6 or not. Hunky's already good for Chunky K. Rool, Punch is already good for Chunky K. Rool. So maybe, like, Gorilla Gone must be in a shop, or locked by Chunky moves. I can't see any other world.
Yeah, I think.
So, like, I don't know.
Oh, we still have that Way of the Horde box in Forest, right?
Yeah, but that
that
could be for the mills. That could be our...
Sure,
triangle.
but we've already kind of... Yeah, it could be our triangle. It's not going to be our pineapple. We already know that, like, there's a real solid answer to... Oh, what was that?
Okay, that was Aztec with Diddy. So, change of plans. We're going to Aztec. Good thing you got that rocket barrel, huh?
Where's Peanut?
Yeah, who cares? We got rocket barrel. Rocket barrel is good for all your checks in Aztec, right? Let's not think about the peanut checks. The multiple peanut checks.
One of them requires charge, one of them requires peanut. You can get the medal, you can do the race, and what did I say?
Forest level 7. Oof.
So let's see here.
Violet on her way to get her vines, though. She already opened the Hunky Igloo, so that's going to be a good pickup. He's going to be all clear in caves now. Life is good.
What's the last Diddy check in Aztec? Is it freeing? Is it technically freeing?
Yeah, the free tiny item.
Right. Okay.
Which, who knows who that's assigned to? That could be assigned to either Tiny or Chunky.
It could be assigned to anyone, but vanilla-wise, the five checks in a level, that's one of them. Okay.
Well, critically, without the free trade agreement, it's still in logic with any gun to get in, and because we got Feather, we're good to go.
Yeah.
So that's an easy one to get. The only check we're really worried about, I think, is...
It could be assigned to Diddy, right? But it doesn't have to be.
Even if it were assigned to Diddy, it'd be fine.
Oh.
Because with free trade, anyone can get in and anyone can pick up the item. Anyone can physically pick up the item, so it works out with tag anywhere logic.
No, I'm not talking about access. I'm talking about the hint, right? Like, because the hint says Diddy and Aztec.
Yeah,
so,
that's still.
It would only say that if that was the check in question, it would only say that if that check was assigned to Diddy, right?
So it could be there. It could be the boss. We could get a third boss.
Yeah, could be third boss, and it could be what's this?
Oh, that's Gorilla Gone. Okay.
Okay.
So Gorilla Gone is our hinted thing in the Thornvine Barn crate. which is
Alright, so
excellent.
we're down to... And you know, both runners are going to check that. They both know that.
And now Mumbo runs into Aztec, picks up Monkey Port, buys a bunch of GBs out of the shop, and then goes into Helm for the guitar hint. He's chilling.
Unless... it's not accessible.
The guitar check? Who cares? We're fine.
No. What I mean is, unless Monkey Port's not accessible in here. So the options are the Vulture works. If Free Tiny was assigned to Diddy, that works, and Boss and Metal work. But you could need Charge, or you could need Peanut. So there are 2 checks of technically 6 that can exist. 1, 3. And less than 1 and 3 because that Free Tiny check doesn't even have to get assigned to Diddy. So call it like 3 and 5-ish.
1 and 3.5. 2 and 7.
Yeah,
this doesn't make any
2 and
sense.
7.
Well, okay. No, it's not.
2 and 7. 2 and 7. Worse odds.
No, it's 2. It's 2. You're in danger. You're in danger with 2 checks. There's 2 more. There's 2 more that are free. The Metal and the
3 that are okay.
Vulture.
2 that are absolutely free.
We are bungling the math on this so bad. This is one reason why math is banned. All right.
I'll go through it for you one more time. Okay. There's 3 free checks. One of them doesn't have to be Diddy, but there's 3 free checks. It's the Vulture, the Metal, and Free Tiny.
Oh, it could be Free Lanky too. So that throws off that. You know, you toss in another.
Oh God, Free Lanky! I forgot about Free Lanky.
You're tossing another.
God.
Throw in another 20%er.
Oh no, and that one requires a guitar.
Well, okay. Okay, it actually could be.
Yeah, it can be.
It actually could be there. Blast was only hinted way of the Horde, and there's probably something in the Llama Temple on the path to Key 6, but who cares? Because
no, it can't be. Guitar was behind Monkey Port.
Guitar's behind Monkey Port. It cannot be guitar. All right, that's
so
good.
It's not that one. So it is back to 2 and 6 bad checks.
Rein it in. 2 and 6, and one of them's the boss. So how good is that one?
Yeah. There are 3 free checks.
Especially because we're at the level 6 boss. We can start getting the ugly bosses now. You can just let's just toss in a. Okay, no, it has to be a Diddy boss.
But it does have to be a Diddy boss. So yeah.
Let's give him a cutout for old time's sake. Yeah, why not?
Guitar was in the
museum
castle room.
The museum fairy. Take a quick photo of that through the glass, and you're off to the races.
Alright, Violet's 6 GBs from finishing is gonna go into level 7, pick up her Gone, which means she only cares about whether or not she can access that Monkey Port.
And with the hint,
yeah,
it's gotta be feeling pretty good about the accessibility of it. I mean, yeah, Peanut could, like, scare you senseless, but nah, we're fine, right? We're fine, right?
I agree.
Right? Right? Yeah.
Are we trying to put positive vibes for our runners here?
We only love the best possible worlds. Well known, well documented.
All right. You know what? You're absolutely right. I want to just have a good time, and for nothing bad to happen, please put it on 5-Door Temple. And
no.
You know?
No, do not listen to her. Do not listen to her. No.
You're right. Don't listen to me. We'll put it somewhere different. Top of Gong Tower. Yep.
No! Why? Why, Ash? Why?
Because every commentator duo needs to have a baby face and a heel, and the crowd loves you, so you can't be a heel.
Well, that's definitely not true. Good thing Mike's racing. He'd have something to say right now, but we got him squared away. All right, is it on the Vulture? Just give it to me. A potion. All right, we're good.
Okay, could be good. Not required. Could be good.
This is when you're most confident, you're most comfortable. You get hit with the O stand. Boom.
If this is O stand, by the way, I will gift a sub right now.
That would be ruinous.
If this is O stand, because you said O stand specifically, I will gift a sub if this is O stand.
The people are clamoring for third melon, but I don't know if we've seen. I guess we start with an instrument upgrade, huh? Yeah, I guess it would be third melon, huh?
It would.
That's not great. That would be not ideal. Alright. You better be
Or is
purple.
That's purple.
Alright, we're good. Monkey port acquired.
Okay, alright, okay.
Crisis averted. Get your 64 and Mumbo's on his way to Helm. I said get your 64. Come on, pop open the crate, buddy. Get on with it.
Hold on. As long as the rabbit naps in the sun, gets sunburned, seeks relief in the igloo, and gets blown up, I'm happy. Whoa, whoa, hey now.
Good grief.
My boy's innocent. He's done nothing wrong.
And he'll let you know that because he's the main character.
It's true.
Anyway, okay, so Mumbo, when he goes into Helm, we gotta get a little serious now. When he goes into Helm, he's gonna get the guitar hint. Wow, there's peanuts right there. That's really funny. He's gonna get the guitar hint in Helm, and it's gonna tell him a fairy in castle. Do you think he goes to the tree first?
No, because sniper scope is hinted to only 6.
It's not. You don't need sniper for that fairy. You only need diving. It's diving, coconut, and blast.
Ooh, you're right.
And coconut is on the path to key 8, so it's fair game.
Was blast hinted on the path?
Blast is the only way of the horde.
Oh god.
He's not gonna know. It's gonna be a pure 50-50.
Then I think still no. Mumbo's the kind of guy who'll do the fast one first. So I think
He's still in good shape on this as far as I can tell because Violet did not pick up Gorilla Gun when she went to Forest. So
oh no.
she's still got some digging to do. It's gonna be fetch quest for her. Great presence of mind for Mumbo to check his last way of the horde, even though it could easily have been Triangle. But it's also possible that Triangle's in the Llama Temple. He might have placed Triangle there. That gets you the last thing you need for Kegs, and you're good to go. Kegs gives you, presumably, Pineapple. Fairy and Castle. All right, 50-50. What do you got for us, Chief? What do you got for us?
The good news is for Mumbo that
He can do both. That's fine. He's comfy. He's like, all right, I can do both, but I would rather not be wrong. So, what does he pick? I'm curious. I think
he picks museum.
I think you go tree first, but it's because you spawn right there.
Museum's just so much faster though.
The museum is the best case scenario. If you run to the museum, you have to pause exit anyway, right? I think you go to the museum first. Yeah. You basically have to pause exit out of the museum every time, and leaving the tree is effectively the same as a pause exit. All right, he's picking tree.
Okay.
I think getting to the museum ferry is faster, so I would do that first because it's the best case scenario. Because I don't think pause exiting out and going back to the tree is that much slower than exiting the tree and then running to the warps and up to the museum.
This path, this is gonna be a very close race. Violet's gonna get this, go out and go up to the top, probably get a 64th GB on her way up, get that Gorilla Gun hint that says a crate in forest, and run to forest and get it, while Mumbo is like climbing up into castle to get the rest of this.
I think Mumbo is like a couple Helm rooms ahead at this point, actually, because it's not that long to get to the museum. You ain't there. What the heck is that? That's a blue vial on tree sniping.
Oh, Stan?
Wait, didn't we? Wait.
Mumbo didn't get that.
Oh my god. Is it actually? No, it can't be. It can't be. I think that's grape for something in the Llama Temple. Slam in the Llama Temple? Off of grape? Because we know that the castle surroundings are on the path to Key 6, right? We have to put the slam on this train somehow. So it's got to be grape to go into the Llama Temple for the matching game to get your slam. Oh my god!
Amazing.
Yeah, it's nice and quick to run through and just check the two fairies here, whereas Violet is going to have to go up the Helm, back to Castle, or back to Forest. Like, she knows exactly what to run to in Forest, but it's a bit of a back and forth that's just not necessary, and just like that, Mumbo's got his guitar, he's off to the races.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
That is a very
Violet
funny...
got delayed by landing and checking that last shop and seeing a potion there and having to buy it.
I mean, yeah, what was it? Peanut? Oh, well.
It was Peanut, yeah.
You bought it. I mean, why not? Peanut's not a bad item.
It could have been gone, right?
Right, yeah.
You know where it is?
Yeah. Uh-oh, we're dangerously close to the math incident. A seen vial versus a known way of the horde. That's tough. That's tough. Yeah, it's not O-stand. It's gotta be grape. I'm pretty sure, for the matching game in the Llama Temple for a slam.
You know what? You know what it is?
Oh my god.
It's O Sprint. It's O Sprint.
Stop.
For viewers.
Stop. Cease. Be gone. Alright, so how do we solve this now? So Sniper from the lowlands to get you Grape in the surroundings to get you
For a matching game.
Slam in the Llama Temple.
Yeah.
Where's Triangle?
Great question.
I actually think we don't know where Triangle is. Somehow we've managed to dodge Triangle this whole time. Well, that's unfortunate. That would be highly unfortunate. It's a good thing that Key 6 turned up no problem. Whew. Well, let's just not think about that, shall we?
Have you heard the song Many Men before? Many chatters wish suffering upon my boy, and this injustice will not stand.
I'm afraid that's your fight. I put Sniper this whole time. Tracking in shambles. Railgun, Monkey Port. Violet is off the Helm.
Oh, it's Mushroom for Triangle. Yeah.
Is there a Mushroom hint? Oh, there's a Mushroom interior scouring hint, but, I mean, that could be a potion. But there's also a treasure room scouring hint, so it could be there too.
Oh, okay. Chat fooled me. They said there was an outstanding. There were so many key 6 hints. I just trusted chat when they said, "Oh yeah, there's a key 6 hint for Mushroom Inside."
I'm like, checking that, but I'm pretty sure there's definitely a scouring hint. I don't think there was a path hint that way. There were a lot of those hints though. Yeah, no, just the scouring hint. Of our scouring hints, we got the potion in the hillside that was Blast. We got the Cave's Home Lobby potion that was Coconut. We did not see the treasure room potion, and we did not see the Mushroom Inside potion. So either one of those could be our answer.
Okay, so Violet ended up one Helm room behind Mumbo.
I actually thought it was going to be more. Good pace. Good pace. Maybe the minigames
I mean, honestly,
suck.
as I said, if she hadn't stopped and bought that potion, I think, and if like she hadn't had an easier GB at the top, I guess she had to end up playing the sax because there's no fairy up there.
That's not too bad.
It would have been
really.
It would have been much closer.
Closer, yeah, but I think Mumbo still had a pretty solid edge here. A good plan through Factory, have Tiny, progress your seed a little bit quicker. That really paid off. Checking the Factory boss was big for him.
Yeah, I think that's. I agree with you. And then getting Tiny earlier helped him get some more GBs and the next levels just a little bit faster.
Yeah, Kevin had Slam, and that kind of threw everything into a fit. It gave us a fit in finding that Slam. It all worked out in the wash as we skipped our logical Red Slam, we skipped our logical Triangle, we skipped our logical Pineapple, we skipped our probably logical Grape, we skipped our probably logical... a lot of stuff. Turns out, when you put Key 6 in a spot that you can break the logic with, you can do very silly things. That was a very fortunate Key 6 spot, I will say. It was extremely fortunate. And that'll be the tail of the tape on this scene.
It's just so silly. Can
you believe that we had a Way of the Horde Red Slam, and I've got Triple Slam acquired on my bingo card, and we didn't get Red Slam? That really sums up my board, for what it's worth.
Yeah, the world was out to get you today, Laura.
Yeah, that was rough. That's for sure. Mumbo even tried to fall off the lighthouse and failed? God. How dare he?
But someone did fall off production.
Yeah, but that's not the bingo square.
Oh, wait, the bingo square says specifically lighthouse?
There's a castle or lighthouse fall square, and then there's a production or mushroom fall square. And I got the production one, but I didn't get the lighthouse one or the castle one.
That's so funny.
He ate for Mumbo. He's running straight into K. Rool. And this is the kind of time when you start looking at the race lobby and you're like, hang on, nobody's done. Minute and 16 in going into K. Rool. That's pretty quick. He's got to be feeling pretty good about that one. It is not bad pace. I mean, mistakes were made, certainly at the start, dealing with the DK's position, but you can't be feeling too bad about this one. Not bad pace at all. And Violet is not far behind either, so she's got to be feeling cozy.
Welcome to bonus stage.
Minute or two? A little run through Helm in one minigame. And, as is tradition, we have the waiting game. The moment of dread. The boot.
I so love when we get to just watch the runners sit inside the boot for 2.5 minutes. Say, chat, you know, while we watch this happen, why don't you guys tell me your favorite thing about, you know what, your favorite K-Rool toe. Which one is your favorite? The left, middle right, or right? Which one? And before you say, they don't have a favorite, they have a favorite. I know they do. This is chat.
Y'all got favorites. Don't lie. Middle left. I'm partial to the left one because it dies fastest.
It'll be our left.
Right, facing the boot.
Yeah, facing the camera. The last one because when it dies, the fight ends. Ooh, that's next level.
Okay.
Both 2 and 3 because... Ah, but you see, 23 is number 1. That's another good reason for that. Shout out all you OOT fans out there.
I wasn't sure if that was like ancient internet history lore or something. It's just simply OOT. Fair enough. What's the difference?
Nice one.
God, that was a terrible fake laugh. That wasn't even like a good. It wasn't even convincing. It wasn't even like. It wasn't unconvincing in that way. It was like.
Yeah.
Kind of like I put a little too much into that one.
You either want a fake laugh to be like to sound real so that you can trick someone, or sound so fake they know it's fake and so they feel like hurt by it, right?
I kind of hit a middle ground there. Kind of rough.
Yeah.
It is ancient internet history lore. I'm not crazy. I'm just old. All right, great.
I was just making an OT joke. The 23 is number 1 thing is the Deku trees reference. Rule 23 is one of those old internet rules. Check with your parents before you look. Yeah, I was gonna say, check with your parents before you look this up, children.
Let the dead lie. Alright, Chunky K. Rool. Here we go. Give him the old 1-2. How many flips are we getting for the people?
0.
Right,
No backflip.
We're off to a great start with 0. Huge. Get the boot.
We're also getting one-wing Kong on Violet's side, which is great.
Huge.
He's back finally, just like he needs to be. Shout out the music team for some truly incredible tracks.
This one's really inspired. This is
yeah.
This is the good stuff. This is the kind of stuff that goes viral. I tell you what. As soon as people realize that DK64 Randomizer has a one-winged Kong, they're gonna lose their minds.
And look at that, 0 backflips from Mumbo. Just like I predicted.
He hates us. He hates us. Unbelievable. He did get the bean against his own will, so take that what you will. Got a lengthy phase to work through. Here you go. Good luck.
I also feel like we both shout out the music team a lot, and yet somehow nearly not enough.
Definitely not enough. Music makes everything click. I'll tell you what.
Agree.
I mean, there's a reason why everyone's glazing David Wise all the time, because his soundtrack is insane, and yet we continuously replace it, which is a little bit of an oops, but...
Like donuts, right?
Just a little bit of it. Like donuts, it's a little bit of an oops.
Yeah.
Wise didn't do this game? I'm like... Oh, it's Grand Fur Cope, isn't it? I got the names wrong. I don't know how I mixed those two up, but... I mean, they're both great. Look at that what you will. I mean, bang! That was a slip for Mumbo, and he slams not done. Second in the race room at 1:21.27, only beaten by The one and only Charles Yarls with a 1:17.59. Finished while in the boot. That's the classic.
3.5 minutes about. So yeah, finished while in the boot.
That's the classic. We'll go grab Mumbo and see what he's got to say about the seed. Hello, one MumboToken. Some Bokum. How do you do, Chief?
How you doing?
How are you?
Not bad. How'd you find that?
I thought I played pretty well. Looking at the race room, I mean, classic site. But I'm happy with how I played. There were a couple 50-50s in the beginning that I think, you got them right. Could have had a pretty sizable advantage. But, I mean, I played well.
Having a look at the training grounds really would have been pretty awesome.
That, too, and, going into museum for just the ferry is a move that I'll do pretty often in an early castle. But I had a mission going into castle, so I was like, gotta go get the diddler first. And it was just unlucky.
Yeah, Violet did, and so we knew it was there the whole time, and we're like, oh boy, here we go.
Yeah.
When he gets the hint, is he gonna go to the tree, or is he gonna go to the ballroom, or is he gonna go to the museum first? Which one? Which is it gonna be?
Going to the tree, I was thinking, oh, Blast is Waff. But it was because of something in Llama Temple that I never got. So, I didn't see that at the moment.
key 6 path is ridiculous.
Yeah, that was nuts.
Key 6 is silly. We think we've solved it, but do you have a solve?
No, because why? I found
excellent.
Key 6 and I was like, all right,
Excellent
20
point.
hints out of my mind forever.
Yeah, forget about him instantly. So we're thinking it is you go to the tree, that blue vial is grape.
Okay.
And then you do the matching game in the Llama Temple for a slam. Because that solves your sniper lowlands hint for grape.
Right.
And then the slam is needed for kegs. And then we have no idea what triangle is. So hopefully it's not terrible.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Well, Castle Surroundings is Path to 6.
That would be the grape.
Unexplained.
That would be the grape in the tree.
Oh, that is great. You're right. You're right.
There's the GG from Violet, just about 2 minutes after, 1:23.29.
Good
So
for-
2 minutes exactly. Basically.
Good for third place in the lobby. 1:23.29. Well done. I'm gonna see if we can track her down.
There are a couple spicy moments, especially knowing that so much of the hint real estate was taken up by Key 6.
Yeah.
Finding Tiny was a bit spooky. Once it was like, okay, it's either the boss or I need all these other moves.
Well, what was really nice is that we knew where guitar was, and we knew the guitar was Tiny Lock, so it was like, all right, well, it can't be on R&D, so the worst case scenario is fine.
Yeah, I was sweating.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot scary if you don't know that.
When you get the monkey port hint and it tells you it's Diddy and Aztec, I was like, okay, well, I can do some of these checks, but not all of them.
You're joined by VioletPumpkin, third in the race lobby. GG.
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 How'd you find that?
It was definitely kind of interesting. All those worthless key 6 hints were definitely made for an interesting experience.
That was a great spit take when we walk into Chunky Underground and you see the key there and it's like, what key is that?
Yep.
Well, I knew Vine was Path to 6, so I knew it was key 6, but yeah, I was not expecting to see that there.
It was like, oh my, it was so mind-shattering. We were like, wait a minute, that's not key 5. That can't be key 5. That's not key 7. Key 6? What are you doing there?
So, I have a question for you, Violet. When you left Factory without Rocket Barrel or Tiny, did you know where Tiny was and you decided to come back for her after? Or were you did you forget the boss?
I just forgot the boss.
Okay.
Which is kind of funny considering that I just got the key 2 boss track right away. But yeah, sometimes those slip my mind. The Diddy unlocks Tiny in level hints. Sometimes I just forget that includes bosses.
Yeah,
I do it literally all the time, and so I can understand that entirely. I wasn't sure when you left if you had forgotten the boss was there, or if you were like, oh, I know exactly what it is because I got guitar behind a tiny check and I did all the other ones, so it has to be the boss. So I'll just go over here and do my way of the hordes and then come back. And so I wanted to ask you at the end, so makes sense.
Yeah, that rocket barrel hint definitely saved me a bit because I got the rocket barrel and then it's like, wait a second, yeah, I can just do the boss. And yeah.
Huge bail up.
Definitely.
The hints can sometimes do you wonders. They were definitely not doing wonders for all these key 6 hints that turned out to be
Right.
Garbage. Bunk.
I also wanted to
Malarkey.
ask, when you went into Forest at one point, you skipped the... I remember you seeing getting the Forest Fairy and you walked in, but then you skipped the crate that had gone, but was hinted away the Horde earlier. What were you thinking on that path?
I was thinking that there's a good chance that's just one of the many things on the path to Key 6, so I'd get the micro hint and then come back for it if it happened to be there.
So I guess I should ask Mumbo, why did you push towards that Horde hint
Well,
over...
By that point, I was still missing 3 moves. I was still missing Guitar Gun and Monkey Port. And you have in Fungi that Kegs is Way the Horde and Mill's Path to 6. And looking at the stuff that like is Path to 6, you're like, okay, Kegs, especially with Grab. With Grab Path to 6, you're like, okay, Kegs is the Path to 6 item, which means whatever's in this melon crate is not the Key 6 item. I mean, it might be some other Key 6 item, but it's more than likely one of those 3 missing moves I still need.
Yeah. We had bets that might have been Triangle or it could have been
Right.
Gone, so we weren't sure. We still don't know where Triangle was at all.
No idea. I don't think we're gonna ever find out. We've seen all the shops, I think, so there's no like surprise shop files that can get us a late peanut out of Aztec Funky. Good one.
Fungi Insides has a potion, Treasure Room has a potion, which
Yep.
could be something.
Could be junk. You never know.
But you guys were pretty on top of it. It was a very good run from both of you, so congratulations.
I really do want to know what's in the Llama Temple, though. It's got to be the slam on the matching game. I'm pretty sure. Like it's got to be that. If you don't go to Chunky Underground and physically see the key there, you are in ruins in this scene.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, especially because Japes came as late as it did. Like, I was considering not doing that, just because I was already so strong on GBs.
Treasure Room was Balloon, we're being told by our chat spies. That's crazy. That one's bait.
It was Balloon!
Yeah.
Well, that wasn't any pass, that was just a scour hint.
Yeah, okay.
Nothing really help you there. Where was diving? Diving wasn't hinted. That's unfortunate. That might have helped you. Plus have Galleon or something, but oh.
Anyway, anything you two guys want to say before we head off? Anything you want to get off your mind on the stream? Anything you enjoyed or wanted to point out?
Nerf cops, there were 2 right in the beginning, and they didn't get me, but I was pretty angry seeing them.
I'm also getting tired of Gay Baby Jail, so I don't blame you.
We're being informed by Charles that Triangle's a fairy and Aztec according to the hint. Ouch.
Oh, right, you can just get the micro for that.
Yeah, and it's not the pineapple one then. So it's got to be Llama Temple. So.
Ew.
Oh.
Right, yeah, it can't be the one in...
So then where's your red slam? Because you logically need red slam for kegs.
On any grape check in the game, Smile?
A different sniper check? Lanky Tower, let's go. Let's ride.
Oh no, Lanky Tower works too well. And balloons and logic in the treasure room. It got hinted with a scouring. It's so over.
I think any. I mean, that might be. It's not balloon. That's the blue potion and tree sniping. Maybe it's
no, balloons
just
in the treasure room apparently.
Just a rub-ins or sprint. Why not? Let's put. I can't be the. It can't be any sprint check. That's unfortunate. I guess it has to be grape if it has to be anything. Ugh, that's kind of grisly. But anyway. We just don't worry about that. We live in the best possible worlds where Key 6 turns up out of logic and you can just skip a whole pile of items. Forget about them.
That is really sad, though, because you gotta imagine that in the race room, there's a good chunk of people that just didn't go down there because it isn't directly hinted.
It's going to get a number of people, that's for sure.
You were talking about 50-50s earlier. It's like, it almost punishes you for having more GBs, because if you have more GBs, you're 64ing, why are you going down there? You don't need it for density anymore. So...
Right.
There's a number of things to get caught on, too.
That's too slow. I don't want to go do that if it's nothing. Walking all the way there and then falling down, going back up the cannon and stuff like that. And so anyone who skips that's having a bad time today.
There's a whole bunch of things to get caught up on, too. Especially, like, the whole Key 2 nonsense.
Yeah.
You can get caught up on Diddy. You can get... Diddy wasn't bad. You can get caught up on Tiny. It wasn't too bad otherwise, but... Key 2 was definitely... That was one of the worst Key 2s I've seen in a while.
Right.
I was definitely glad that charge wasn't required.
Oh
Could
yeah.
have been for multiple reasons.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that monkey port micro hint was terrifying.
Yeah.
Don't look back in the VOD and check our math. Do not. Don't. It was bad.
My math was fine.
Was it?
Yes.
I couldn't figure it out.
So
Rather,
I said
my brain
there's 2 block
refused to.
checks in 6 that could be it. Because the Llama Temple one is not accessible because Guitar was locked behind getting Monkey Port, so it couldn't be that one. You could have Free Tiny, that could be assigned to Diddy. You can have the Boss, and you can do both those. You can do Diddy's Medal, that's fine. You can do Vulture Race, that's fine. And those are 4. And then the 2 you can't do were 5-Door Temple and the Gong Tower. But we ended up actually being able to do 5-Door Temple because of the peanut that was in the shop that we
Right.
didn't know at the time. So
Yeah, we
it
didn't
was
know
2 and
that,
6 turned into
so
1.
Whew, got away with another one. The metal is, I guess, doable. Yeah, the metal's fine. Quick rocket barrel.
hmm
Fun stuff. That'll be a wrap on this seed. Thanks for watching, team. Hope y'all enjoyed that one. Make sure you're if you like what you saw here and you want to see more, run on down to discord.dk64randomizer.com to get all the ongoings of dk64randomizer.com. If you're like, wow, that was great, I want to watch more of these, make sure you're watching our YouTube. Shout out to YouTube people, y'all are cool. Like, comment, subscribe, you know the drill.
There's a person
You done
on
yet?
YouTube
I'm
who comments on every single race. They come out and they comment, and they timestamp with like the race starts here and stuff, and that person is wonderful. So shout out to them.
Oh my god.
I think their name was like Alex with like a K or something. Anyway, if I get your name wrong, sorry, but shout out to you. You're wonderful.
The
Thanks
people's
so much.
champion. Wait, no, yeah. That's pretty nice. And you can't timestamp the end because it's a spoiler, so we're all
Yeah,
playing nice here, which
exactly.
means everyone's subjected to our end of seed nonsense rants. Probably means it's time for us to go. Let's get the heck out of here.
Matching game is white.
Ooh, there it
That's
is.
the game
There it is.
There's the white potion at the top of by the Peanut Cage and Isles. That is potentially slam.
Oh.
But I'm gonna check with
No,
this
because
is for-
trombone. It's not, because trombone isn't.
Oh, right, you're right.
Oh. It's gotta be matching game, but we're gonna get out of here before we confirm that so I look smarter, I'm afraid. Mumbo, Violet, thank you for racing. Have a good time.
GG's.
GG's.
Ash, pleasure on the mic, as always.
Always.
Ben the Rock, hope you enjoyed. Catch y'all in the next one. We're gonna send y'all off to some hell mode action. Our bravest soldier OBO sending his like 3rd or 4th hell seed row and running a day trying to finish one. What an absolute champion. Cheer him on. Thanks for watching, team. We'll catch y'all on the next one. Have a good one. Morning.
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 Yeah, that.